Hello guys, welcome to DTW Tutorials. Welcome. Okay, so in today's video, I'm so glad and excited I'm done with the video for the BECE 2020 prep. That's your junior WAEC 2020 prep. Okay, I've got a lot of questions from the last year I solved 2019 prep on when would this be out, and I thank God I've been able to complete this, and I've thoroughly explained in detail each question in this video. This is the theory section. Okay, in the theory you have 4 questions and I've thoroughly explained it well for you here. You can see the video is a bit lengthy. Why is it a bit lengthy? Because the final question actually involves matrix. You can imagine for junior students, as in when I saw that particular question, I was like, wow, this would be it's I think last year's exam was quite tough for students, so I've really explained, simplified that particular question to the best I can. Okay, and the OBJ section, that's the 60 complete to solve OBJ section, will soon be out, so watch out for that video. And please, all I need from you right now is to please support me by sharing this video. Please share this video, please share with your friends, family, loved ones. If you're a parent watching this, please share with your colleagues who kids are preparing for the forthcoming BECE junior WAEC exams. And please like this video, give this video a thumbs up. It helps, and helps in promoting my channel on YouTube. And don't forget, if this is your first time, please subscribe to please support us to grow. And also, please, this video is not for sale, not for commercial purposes. Please, I've freely done this for students. Please, I also request from you to also freely share to your friends, family, and your loved ones. All right, and I'm actually introducing a new YouTube channel that will focus on juniors. That's from your primary to jet. That's from, let's say, I'll from primary, at least primary 5, primary 6 maths, and GS1, GS2, GS3 in details. This is a past question, but in details, treating each topics in details. All right, for the junior one. So it's a new YouTube channel. The new YouTube channel name is called DTW Tutorials Junior. All right, please, I want you to please subscribe to that channel. I'm going to leave the link of the channel in the video description box of this video. All right, please try to go to that channel and please subscribe, and also support that channel to grow. Okay, all just focusing on juniors, their maths and their basic science, to help them in their studies. Okay, and please do leave a comment if you have any questions on any particular part of the video. Please do leave a comment. Okay, and I'll try to respond to you on time. All right, so thank you for watching, for sharing this video, the channel, for giving this video a thumbs up, and also for subscribing. Thank you so much. And don't forget, I always say this, don't forget, Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ, for he is the way, he is the truth, and he is the life. And from us, from DCW Tutorials, just believe it. With Christ, you are destined to win in your forthcoming junior WAEC exams. All right, you're destined to win. You shall succeed. And I know this video, by God's grace, would help you in what's passing your exam. And don't forget to come give us your testimony when you pass your exams. Feel free to come back and comment to just say how this video helped you. All right, so thank you. So let's get on to the theory questions now. Theory question 1 of the BECE junior WAEC 2019 mathematics past question. It says calculate the interest rate per annum for a loan of 2,720 naira for 4 years and a repayment of this 2,856 naira, and a repayment, this means an amount. Okay, that's after the interest plus the principal. This is what it means, the amount, interest plus principal. I hope you remember amount. Okay, but this is a theory question, so we have to state everything. Okay, our values, we have to write them very well. Okay, so the first thing you do is, what's the formula for calculating your interest? I is equal to what? PRT over 100. Okay, sorry, over 100. All right, so where our principal, what's our principal from this question? Our principal is equal to what? You have to state all this. Okay, so to let the marker, the examiner, know what you're doing. Okay, our principal is 2,720 naira. All right, write everything down. What is your rate? Rate Okay, don't just put P alone. Write it fully, principal, so he knows that you know what P means. Okay, so rate is equal to, our rate is what? Our rate from this question is what? Unknown, because that's what we're looking for. Calculate the what? Interest what? Rate. That is what we're looking for. The next thing, what is our time? Our time, T, is equal to what? 4 years. So we write 4 what? Years. Okay, and I, our interest, what is our interest? Okay, we're not given our interest here, so we have to what? Find our interest. All right, we're not given our interest, but we're given the amount A. Okay, let's just put this equal to first. So we're given the amount A, that's amount, as what? 2,856 what? Naira. And remember that amount A, let me just write this in full, is equal to what? Your principal plus your interest. Okay, and what is your principal here? Your principal is what? 2,720, and your amount is 2,856. So plus your interest, let's make interest what? I. So to get your I, what do we do? To get I, we take this 270 to this side. So it means 2,856 minus what? 2,007 what? 20 is equal to what? Our interest. So I, this minus this will give us what? What's it going to give us? It's going to give us what? Naira 136. So our interest is what? Naira 136. So we come here and say interest is equal to what? Naira 136. Okay, so we've known our interest now, we've known our principal, we've known our time, so we can easily calculate what our rate. Now to calculate your rate, here we have to make R the subject of formula. Is that not it? So what do we do? So what do we do? Making R the subject of the formula here. Let us manage the space because we still have other things to do here. Okay, so making R subject of formula, R will be equal to what? This 100, it will be what? 100 what? I over, that's 100 I over what? PT. Okay, so this is R. R is what? 100 I over PT. Okay, this is quite easy. Okay, that's 100 times I equal to what? PR divided by PT. So from here, we have 100 times, what is I? I is what? 136 over, what is our principal? P is what? 2720 times, what is our time? Is what? 4. From here we can cancel out, okay, or just punch in your calculator, and the figure, your answer you're going to get here is what? So from here, when you punch out your calculator, 100 times this, we have 3600 divided by 10880. Punching your calculator, we're going to have what? 1.25. Okay, this is our rate. But I would advise in your theory section, okay, make sure you convert this particular your answer to what? To a fraction. All right, so in converting to fraction, we have 1. Okay, and 0.25 means what? 25 over what? 100. Okay, I hope you remember how to convert a decimal to fraction. Just divide the 0.25, the number here, 25 over what? 100. So from here, what do we have? 25 here, 1, and 25 in 100 will be what? 4 times. So here we have 1 number, 1 over 4%. Okay, this is our rate. All right, this is the rate at which the loan will be what? Collected. Okay, so this is our answer. So now let's go to question 1bi. It says make V the subject of formula here. Okay, so let's draw this. It says make V the subject of formula here. So we have here this is 1bi. Okay, so we have here E is equal to what? mv square over 2. So what's the first thing you have to do? All you need to do is what? Get rid of this denominator here. In getting rid of this denominator, we multiply both sides by 2. So the first thing we have to do, we multiply both sides by 2. This is a theoretic question, so we have to write it down. Okay, so we say multiply both sides by 2. Okay, so from here, what do we have? We have here 2 times capital letter E equal to mv square over 2 times 2, where this 2 will cancel out this 2. So we've gotten rid of the denominator. So we are left with what? 2 capital E equal to mv square. The next thing now, we have to get rid of m, okay? So that v can be alone on one side of the equation. That is what change subject of the formula means. You would be the particular letter would be alone on one side of the equation. Okay, so to cancel out m, what do? We divide both sides by m. Okay, so we have 2 capital E over m equal to what? Mv square over m, where this m will cancel out this m. Okay, so we're left with what? 2 capital E over m equal to what? V square, which is the same thing as what? V square is equal to what? 2 capital E over m. Now we are not done. We have to only have v on one side of the equation, and this is what? V square. To take out the square, what do? We have to square root both sides. All right, we have to square root both sides. You also state square root both sides. Okay, so we have the square root of v square equal to what? The square root of 2 capital E over m. And what is the square root of v square? Let's put an answer here. The square root of v square is v equal to what? 2 capital E over m square root. Everything square root. Okay, so this is our final answer. Now option question B II says find the value of v when m is 2 and e is what? 64. Okay, so this is just substitution. So substitute the values of m equal to 2 and e equal to 64 into this equation. So we have it here. So we have here our answer, which is v is equal to what? The square root of 2 capital E over what? M. So here we have the square root of 2 times what is E? E is what? 64 all square root over what is M? M is what? 2. Okay, this is M. M is 2. So this is where I'm getting my values from. Okay, so this 2 will cancel out this 2. What are we left with? We're left with what? The square root of what? 64. So V. So this is v here. So what's the square root of 54? 64, I mean. The square root of 64 is what? 8. So v is equal to what? 8. So this is our final answer. So you can see the way I state all those steps, you are to do the same in your theory question. Don't miss a step. When you miss one step, that's you've lost the mark. So make sure you don't miss a step, okay? So this is our answer. Theory question 2 of the BECE Junior Y 2019 Mathematics Past Question. Okay, it says this is 2A. 2A says the age of a daughter is represented by X. Okay, let's take this one statement at a time. Okay, so we have, you're going to write it down, age of daughter. Okay, age of daughter equal to what? X. And her mother is 5 times older than her daughter. You say age of mother is equal to, it says 5 times older than her daughter. And what is her daughter's age? Her daughter's age is represented by X. Okay, so 5 times X. So we have 5 times what? X, which will give us what? 5x. So the mother's age is what? Age of the mother is what? 5x. Okay, it says if the sum of their ages is 30 years, sum of their ages, that is what? Mother's age. You write it, that's age of daughter, sum, that is plus age of mother is equal to what? 30. So it means here, what is the age of daughter? That is X. And what is the age of mother? That is what? 5x. So we have plus what? 5x is equal to what? 30. Okay, this is word problem. All right, so you have to interpret each statement one at a time. All right, don't just go through. Read each statement in detail and interpret, write them down one at a time. This is what word problem. For question I says form an equation from these what sentences. So this is our what equation, all right, that will form from the sentence, all right. So if the sum of their ages is what 30 years, so this is what our final what equation. So it now says I to hence determine the ages of the daughter and the mother. Okay, so to determine the ages of the daughter and the mother, we have to find what x, and from this our equation we have x plus 5x equal to what 30. And what is x plus 5x? We have what 6x is equal to what 30. To find our x, we have to divide both sides. This is theory question, let me write it down. Divide both sides by 6. Okay, so we have 6x divided by 6 equal to 30 divided by what 6. This will cancel out, we have x. What is 30 divided by 6? That will give us what? A 5. Okay, so x is equal to what? 5. So from here it now means that the age of the daughter is what? Okay, we have to write this down. All right, let's write this down. We still have one more question, so here. Okay, let me separate this. Okay, so it means the age of the daughter is what? 5. All right, 5 years. So we write age of daughter is equal to what? 5 years. All right, since they say determine the ages of the daughter and the mother, you have to write this down. And age of mother is equal to, okay, we're supposed to write this straight, okay, but because of the line here, that's why I came down here. On your book, please write it straight, all right, okay, and also watch out for the margins, all right, don't cross the margins, okay. So here we have, it will be now 5 times x, and what is x? X is what? 5. So we have 5 times 5, which is equal to what? 25. So this is 25 what years. So the mother is what? 25 years, while the daughter is what? 5 years. So this is our answer. All right, so you state it this way: age of daughter equals to 5 years, age of mother equal to what? 25 years. All right, so this is solution for question 2a, I and II. Now question 2b. Question 2b says find the volume of a cylindrical tank whose radius is 10 cm and height is what? 21 cm. Take pi as what? 22/7. This is a cylindrical tank. Sorry about this. Let me draw this properly. Hold on. It's a cylindrical tank. Okay, so we said where whose radius 10 cm, 10 cm, okay, and height is 21 cm. That is from here to here is what? 21 centimeter. Okay, so it says calculate what? The volume of a cylinder. I hope you remember the volume of a cylinder. Volume of a cylinder is equal to what? Pi r square h, where our pi has been given to us as 22/7. So we say 22. Okay, let us write down we have to write down where r is equal to what? 10 centimeters. Sorry, I have to write it down in full, where our radius is equal to what? 10 centimeter, and our height is equal to what? 21 centimeter. Make sure you draw this diagram, okay? Don't just solve, draw this diagram, okay? The volume of a cylindrical tank, draw it and label it just the way I did, all right? Please make sure you do draw the diagram. Then write down your formula, then state out your what? Your parameters, all right? So we have radius this and radius that, and pi equal to what? 22/7. So definitely, therefore, our volume of cylinder is equal to what? Putting in our values into this formula, we have 22/7 times our radius, which is what? 10 squared. 10 squared means 10 times what? 10. Then our height is what? Times what? 21 1. Okay, sorry, I'm managing the space here. So we have 7 here. So 7 here, 1. 7 in 21 will go how many times? 3 times. Okay, so it means we are left with what? 22. 3 times 10 times 10 is 100, and 100 times 3 is what? 300. So we have 22 times what? 300. Okay, and finally 22 times 300, what would that give us? That will give us what? 6,600. Okay, 6,600 centimeter cube. Okay, this is volume, so definitely to be what? Centimeter cube. As this sorry, I didn't put the unit here. Let me put this here. So we have 22 over 7 times or 10 centimeter times 10 centimeter times 21 centimeter. When you multiply all the centimeter, you are going to have centimeter cube. So here our final answer is 6,600 centimeter cube. So this is our answer. Theory question 3 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question says, 3A says, a crate containing 24 bottles of fruit juice is made up of 10 bottles of oranges, 8 bottles of apple, and 6 bottles of lemon. If one bottle is picked at random, what is the probability of getting the following to the lowest term? Okay, so we're looking for the probability of getting picking up an apple, an orange, or a lemon. Okay, so from here it says a crate containing 12 bottles of fruit juice is made up of 10 bottles of oranges, 8 bottles of apple, 6 bottles of lemon. So if you add up all this together, we're going to have 24. So first of all, let's write down our terms. Okay, and I think first thing you need to write is what's probability. What's the formula for probability? Probability is equal to what? Number. I wanted to write, I wanted to abbreviate, but don't abbreviate in your theory. Okay, you say number of what? Required outcome divided by number of possible outcome. Okay, so this is the formula for probability. Then let us write the number of possible outcome. That's number of possible outcome is equal to the total bottles of fruit juice. Okay, number of possible outcome is equal to what? 24. All right, then how many bottles of oranges do we have? You say number of or just say oranges. Oranges is equal to what? 10 bottles. Apple is equal to what? 8 bottles. Okay, possible 24 what? Bottles. Let's write bottles in front. Okay, all right. Then lemon is equal to how many bottles? 6 what? Bottles. Okay, so I1 says it now says if one bottle is picked at random, what is the probability of getting the following? So if one bottle is picked at random, what's the probability of getting an apple? Okay, to get an apple bottle, the probability will be what? Just write I1 probability of picking an apple bottle will be equal to what? How many apple bottles do we have? That's the number of required outcome. That will be what? 8 divided by our number of possible outcome is what? 24. So divided by what? 24. Okay, what can go in 8 and 24? Okay, I think 4 can go here how many times? 2 times. And 4 can go in 24 how many times? 6 times. Can anything else go? 2 can go here, 2 can go here 1 times, and 2 in 6 would go how many times? 3 times. So we have what? 1 over 3. Or better still, 8 can go in 8 1, and 8 in 24 is 3. Okay, that's the way, that's faster. But I just did this to break it down, okay, in smaller terms. All right, so the probability of picking an apple is equal to what? 1 over 3. Now the next one is probability of orange. So you're going to write it down. Don't abbreviate like me, please. Write it down. Okay, an orange bottle is equal to what? Orange, how many bottles? 10 over 24. What can go in 10 and also in 24? 2 can go here 5 times, and 2 in 24 go how many times? 12 times. Can anything go further? No. So our answer is what? 5 over 12, because the question says getting the following to the lowest what term. So these are the lowest term. Now the final one, lemon. What's the probability of picking a lemon bottle? Okay, as I said, please write this all down. It's your theory, please. Okay, so we have lemon bottle. How many lemon bottles do we have? We have 6, so 6 over what? 12. 24, I mean, which is the total possible outcome. How many times will 6 go in 24? It will go what? 4 times. So here we have 1, then here 4. So it's equal to what? 1 over 4. So these are answers, alright? So this is probability of picking an orange bottle. This is probability of picking what? A lemon bottle, okay? So this is the answer to 3A, I, and I. Now what is 3AB? Let us do this here. 3B, I mean. 3B says what? 3B says solve the equation this. Okay, let us write this here. Let's write. This is quite spacious. Okay, 3B says solve the equation this. So we have what? 5 bracket 2x plus 3 plus 3 open bracket 5x minus 2 close bracket equal to what? 84. So we have to solve this equation, so we have to open up the bracket. Solving the equation means we're looking for what? Our own unknown term, which is what? X. Okay, all right, so let's open up the bracket. So here 5 times 2x will give us what? 10 what? X. 5 times 3 will give us what? A positive plus, okay, plus what? 15. All right, here plus 3 times 5x, what will this give us? This will give us what? Plus what? 15x. And here plus 3 times minus 2 will give us what? A minus what? 6. Okay, equal to what? 84. All right, so from here let's take like terms. Here we have 10x and 15x, so we have what? 10x plus what? 15x equal to 84. Let's take these numbers to this other side. All right, so we have plus 15 coming here will give us, will be a what? Minus what? 15, and minus 6 going to this side will be what? Okay, it will be what? A plus 6. Okay, I didn't write out our steps. From here you have to write opening the bracket. Okay, after this step you say opening the bracket. Okay, that's what you write. Then under this, after you open the bracket, then you now say collecting like terms. Please write it down, okay, in your answer sheet. Collecting like terms. All right, so from here 10x plus 15x, what will this give us? This will give us what? 25 what? X equal to 84 minus 15 plus 6. First of all, minus 15 plus 6. What will minus 15 plus 6 give us? That will give us a minus what? It will give us what? A minus what? 9. Okay, so we have what? 84 minus 9. And what is 84 minus 9? That's going to give us what? 75. So our answer is here is what? 75. Okay, I have to break this down. All right, so from here, to get x, what do? We divide both sides by 25. So we have 25x divided by 25 equal to 75 divided by what? 25. So this will cancel out this. So how many times to 25 go in 75? It is going to go 3 times. So x is equal to what? 3. So our answer to this equation is what? 3. Theory question 4 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, study the diagram carefully and use it to answer the questions below. 4A says, write out the general names of each shapes ABC, ABC, and PQRS. PQRS. Okay, so first of all, A says what? 4A says we should write down the shape of what? ABC. So you now say, you state shape of ABC. From here, the shape of ABC is what? A triangle. Okay, you see, write down a triangle. From the shape ABC is a triangle. All right, so we write triangle. That's the answer. Then the shape PQRS. PQRS. Okay, this shape doesn't is a quadrilateral, but do we know the type of quadrilateral it is? Is it a trapezium? It doesn't look like a trapezium. There are no one pair of parallel sides. It doesn't look like a kite, nor a rhombus or a rectangle. So it's just an irregular quadrilateral. So all you need to do is just write the shape of what? The shape of PQRS is equal to what? A quadrilateral. Okay? So this is the answer for 4A. Now 4B says list all the coordinates of ABC and calculate its area. You can see these are two questions. Don't just jump to calculating the area. They said first of all, list all the coordinates of ABC. So let us list them. So what's the coordinate of A? Remember to write down coordinates. You know, this is x, comma, y in this form, alright? So the coordinate of A, first of all, you say coordinate of ABC. So coordinates, this is what 4B. Sorry, I didn't spell this well. Coordinates of ABC. So coordinate of A is what? This is A. So if you trace down A to the x-axis, what will this give us? This is a -3, so this is -3, comma. Then the next coordinate, trace A to the y-axis, this is what? 4. So we have what? 4. Okay? Then for the coordinates of B, all you have, this is B, trace B to the x-axis, we come up here, we have a -5. Okay, trace B to the y-axis, this is it, we have a what? -2. Okay, C, our final coordinates, this is C, trace C to the x-axis, we have here, it comes down here, this is 4, comma, trace it to the y-axis, is over here, sorry, over here, okay, which is what? 3, a +3, so we have 3. So these are the coordinates of A, B, and C. This is what you first of all state. Okay, then the next thing is said to say we should calculate its area. All right, so the formula to calculate the area, you know, this, all these shapes here are polygons. All right, this triangle is a three-sided polygon. All right, so to calculate the area of a polygon, all right, there's a particular formula that is given. This question is quite tough because we do a bit of matrix in this question. All right. Okay, so but the formula for finding the area of a polygon using its coordinates, all right, so it is what? A, this is the general formula. Let me just state this here for you. A is equal to what? 1/2 bracket, you find the determinant of what? Let's say you have the first coordinate x1, y1, x2, y2, determinant of this plus the determinant of what? x2, y2, x3, y3, okay, plus plus, all right, the determinant of what? You're going to determinant of whatever number it is. Okay, this is a general formula for finding the area of any polygon. It could be a triangle, it could be a quadrilateral, it could be any polygon, a pentagon, a nonagon, with after as far as you're using the coordinates, all right, given, all right, as far as the question says, as far as the question gives you a coordinate or the vertices to find the area, you use this formula. So we have x n y n, all right, then it must end at the beginning, all right, so where we have what? x1, y1. So this determinant of this, and close what? The bracket. Okay, let me explain this now from this particular shape. Okay, the area of the what? Triangle, finding the area of the triangle. Now in this formula you must move counterclockwise. All right, in moving you must move what? Counterclockwise. So you don't move like this, like from A, that's using the coordinates. You don't making this the first one, that is x1, y1. If this is A, if you are starting from this point, which will give us x1, y1, okay, you don't go like this. Okay, you don't make this your x2 y2. No, this is moving what clockwise. In using this formula, they call it determinant formula to find your area. All right, you have to move counterclockwise. So you have to move this way instead of the normal way a clock moves. You move counterclockwise. Okay, okay. Let me draw this. This is a clock. All right, and the hands. All right. So instead of moving this way clockwise, you have to move what counterclockwise using this what formula. So we have to move here. So if this is x1 y1, this will be what x2 y2. Okay, and this will be what x3 y3. All right, do you understand? And that's this c will be x3 y3. Okay, so let me also explain it with this. If we were considering looking for the area of this particular quadrilateral. So here, if we're to use this quadrilateral here, we're going to start, let's say we start from point P. Okay, so this will be what x1 comma y1. We're not going to move this way, we have to move counterclockwise. So this our s will be what x2 y2, and this our r will be what x3 y3, and this will be what x4 y what 4. Okay, our coordinates, like this is what we're going to use and apply it to this formula. That's why you see x stops at n power of n. It depends, it can be looking for the area of a polygon of 20 sides. Okay, where this n will be will stop at what x20. That's the last point, and start, and we have the beginning here. All right, okay, so now let's go back. I just did that to explain. Let's go back to our question, which is what finding the area of what the triangle. All right, so this point here is x1 y1, b is what x2. So let us write, so this is what x1 y1, b is what x2 y2, yc is what x3 y3. Now follow me closely how I arrange it according to this formula. So our area is equal to 1 over 2. Don't forget this 1 over 2 bracket. The determinant of what is x1 y1, this is what minus 3 and what 4. What is x2 y2, this is what minus 5 minus 2. The determinant of this plus what is x2, you use this x2 y2 is what minus 5 minus 2. And what's our next one, x3 y3, which is what 4 and what 3. Close the bracket, then plus our final, since we are to stop, it's like going from a b, it's like saying this is what a b, right? Then this is what b to c, then finally c to a. Then this final one is what c to a. As you can see, we've gone counterclockwise. All right, so where this stops at what we're going to put our 4. You can see the way it's going, so it's easy for you to understand this formula. 4 and 3, then finally we have our what we started from, which is our what point A. Okay, which is point A. And what is point A? That's minus 3 and what 4. Are you getting it now? So you can see we started from A, which is what minus 3, 4. A and B. What is B? B is what minus 5 and minus 2, which is this. Then here we have BC. That's BC. Starts from B. What is B? Minus 5 minus 2. And what is C? Our C, the coordinates of our C is what 4 and 3. Then from C to A, C is what 4 and 3, and A is what minus 3 and 4. So we'll close this bracket. So we'll find these determinants, all right, and solve them and divide by 2. So here we have 1 over 2 bracket. I hope you know how to get the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. All you need to do is just say minus 2 times minus 3. What's minus 2 times? Oh, let me write this down. Okay, so you get, let me not just multiply. Or let me see, it will be easy for you. Minus 2 times minus 3. What would this give us? Minus 2 times minus 3. Let me write them here. Minus 2 times minus 3. That will give us what? 6. A minus times minus is a positive, and 2 times 3 is what? 6. So we have 6. Then you will now subtract. Okay, put a minus sign. And what is what? Minus 4 times minus 5. What's 4 times minus 5? 4 times minus 5. That will give us what? A minus 20. So minus 20. All right, close the bracket. Close this. Then plus, let's resolve this. 3 times minus 5. Open a bracket. 3 times minus 5, we have a minus 15 minus minus 2 times 4 will give us what? A minus what? 8. Close the bracket. Close this bracket. Then we have a plus. Then 4 times 4, what will that give us? That will give us what? There's no space here. So that will give us what? 16, okay? Minus 3 times minus 3, that will give us what? A minus what? 9. Alright? And we close this bracket. So let's resolve everything here. So here we have 1 over 2. So this is how you find the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. Let's say you have this A, B, C, D. And they say find the determinant. Determinant is what? D times A, which is what? AD minus what? CB. Okay, BC, I mean. B comes before C. Okay, you have to arrange them. Alright, so this is how you find determinant. It will be this times this minus C times B. That's what I did here. Okay, that's how you find determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. Alright, so here, actually by the side, I must confess, this is a quite tough question for junior WAEC, but I believe your teacher will teach you as far as this, but thank God I'm solving this for you. So just try to know it, okay? Know it, because you can never be too sure what questions will come out, okay? So you have a clue, an idea of how to resolve this, okay? So here, let us solve what is within here. We have 6 minus 20. This minus will open up this bracket here. So minus times minus will be what? Positive. So we have a 6 plus 20. What is 6 plus 20? That will give us what? 26. Okay, we resolve this plus, let's resolve this. So we have minus 15 minus 8. This minus will multiply by this minus. We have a positive. So we have a minus 15 plus 8. And what's a minus 15 plus 8? That will give us what? A minus 7. Is that not it? Let's close this bracket here. Then plus. This is a 16 minus 9. Minus times minus will be a plus. Okay? Positive. So we have 16 plus what? 9. What is 16 plus 9? That is what? 25. Okay? So from here we have 1 over 2 bracket, opening up this bracket, plus multiplying by your negative is a negative. So you have 26 minus 7 plus 25. Okay? So what's 26 minus 7? That will give us 26 minus 7 will give us 19, right? 19 plus 25. What would that give us? That's 19 plus 25. That will give us 9 plus 5. That is a 14. Carry 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 2. That is 4. So 19 plus 25 is what? 45. So we have 1 over 2 bracket 44. 44. So here we have this is 1 over 2 times 44. So here 2 can go in 44, right? So cancel here 1, and 2 in 44 is how many times? Go 22 times. So our answer, the area of this triangle is what? 22 square. When you are dealing with finding the area of coordinates, okay, you have square what? Units, okay? Square units, that's your unit of measurement, 22 square units. Okay, so this is our answer. Our answer, the area of the triangles was 22 square units. Area of triangle. Alright, so this is answer, 22 square units. Alright, so question C says list all the coordinates of PQRS and calculate its perimeter. Okay, I think I have to erase this. Alright, let me erase this, alright, so we can solve. So I'm going to erase all this. Alright, you can always play back the video to see all this I've done. Alright, you can always play that back. You know, you can always download the video on your YouTube app, so you don't spend data every time you're on, as in, you don't spend data every time you're online. Okay? Alright, so this is good, and I think I have to clear here. Let's clear here too, so we can see the shape and you know, get the coordinates. Alright, it's clear. So we have this. So we're to find the coordinates of what? They say list all the coordinates of PQRS. So P, what's the coordinate of P? P traced down to X. This is the x-axis. We have a minus 6 comma. Traced to Y, we have minus 6 comma. This is a 2. minus 6 comma 2, close the bracket. Q, where's the Q? This is Q. Q is on what? Q, tracing it down, Q is on 0 or to X, okay? Q is on 0 to X, and on the Y-axis, Q is on 6, so comma 6. I hope you understand that. Tracing this down, Q is on X, directly on X, and this X is what, 0, and it's on what, 6. This figure here is what, 6. That's on the Y-axis is on 6. On the X-axis is on what, 0. Okay? The next one is R. Where is R? This is R. Trace it down to X. Okay, so X, so it's on what? The X-axis on, if this is 6, then this will be what, 7. Okay, and this is 8, this is 9. So tracing this down, this is on 7. So we have 7, comma, tracing it down to Y, we have 2.